and snatch the sting right out of death and the victory out of the grave. And I want you to understand, I'm not going to preach. I'm not going to start doing that. But I want you to feel it. I want you to understand in a very practical and pragmatic way that death has not won. Your tears may flow. Your pain may come. The flowers will wither. The cards will all be filed away. The phones will stop ringing. But don't you think for a second that death has won. You will learn what all of us know who has lost someone that we love. You'll be driving down the street one day and you'll hear a voice talking in your ear. Something they said or something they did will pop in your spirit and you'll giggle inside yourself as if they were right there with you. And you may find that people that you love may leave you outwardly, but they never leave you inwardly. May the virtues of our spirits as avatars, the peace of truth, courage, and love keep you in this period of time when it might appear that death has won. Because it is a lie. Love will last forever. The word community is used pretty loosely, but we want you to know that what we have already come together to show support for, what we can accomplish and will accomplish in the next 24 hours, is the purest form of the word community and love. Once again, our minds are blown from the generosity that has already sprung forth from Browncoat Jason hosting and bringing this charity to the attention of all of New Britannia, to all the groups, no matter what size, big or small, who have come forth with events, prizes, and donations of their own. To those that will go over to Jason's or Rise Up Gaming sponsor pages and open your wallets and donate, you have and continue to blow our minds with your generosity, your selflessness, your dedication, your passion for fun, life, and helping others. Without you, none of this would be possible. We as avatars shall spread extra lives across oceans, over mountains, and into the lives of so many people. We are more grateful than we can properly express. Thank you for showing the world that gamers are not just basement-dwelling gremlins with no hearts and no care of anything but the fat loot. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being the best community any game could ask for. The best group of avatars, the best group of fellow humans ever, of all time. We love you. Thank you so very much. Everyone. May the shadows of night keep and protect you always.
Thank you, dear sister. Words well spoken, and assuredly well received. Your continued commitment to use the Church of the Dark Star to promote causes that better not just the lives of those in New Britannia, but also those of Earth, is worthy of all of our respect. I'm humbled today to welcome Browncoat Jason as the newest avatar to promote charity efforts in New Britannia. The ongoing commitment, dedication, and passion for helping give back to the less fortunate by all of you wonderful people is beyond inspiring. Extra Life is a tremendous organization to be part of. I have personally backed and supported Extra Life for 3 straight years now, and hope to continue to do so. The sad and often unpleasantly ironic truth is that we often use phrases such as, "our children are the future," whilst at the same time only supporting them as far as our own ambitions will carry. Our hearts break for the sick children of the world, but yet our instinctual greed and reliance on man-made things like money create barriers to prevent them from getting the care that they need. We cry for children affected by terminal illnesses like cancer, and yet we mire ourselves to inaction with political ideology and dogma when we should be striving to make leaps forward in medical or technological advancements to do something to change it. We think we can't, but we can. Because if there's anything that I've learned in my life is that we as a people can achieve great things if we believe it strong enough. In fact, groups like Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Network of hospitals that they support are proof that even in light of the darkest and most tragic of circumstances, good can shine through. Today we live in a different world, a world where technology first created for entertainment to get away from the real world is instead used to band together and empowers us to make positive changes in the real world. Technology alone will not get us there, however. For what is truly inspiring and the spark that makes it all work together is spirit, passion, drive, and a natural desire to do good. We have proven here in New Britannia and in other virtual worlds and games across the multiverse of games that exist on the internet today that this spirit is universal in us all. Today, gamers of all kinds band together in worlds far and wide to do good for our future generations. We will raise money and band together in a sense of community and family. That will break boundaries from Novia to Azeroth, Britannia to Talata, from Coruscant to Vulcan, and in the Forgotten Realms and in the Secret Worlds. And we do it together. I understand full well what it is like being a child being ill with something that everyone around you says cannot be fixed, a problem no one can solve. I've seen the horror in my own parents' eyes, and I've felt the hopelessness that comes when you realize that though there are options for some in your state, those options may only exist for the wealthy, not for you. And yet the problems that I have faced are but minuscule, meaningless, compared to the millions of children who are facing pain and suffering this very moment. I have some perspective on this, but so many often lose their perspective when facing a problem so grim. We mourn for the problem, but we don't see a way to help, so why worry? It's a sad and often disheartening truth, but it is the truth. Nevertheless, there are others who still remind us of the good capable in us all. Sometimes a single moment can change us forever. I was nervous in many ways about doing this service today. I'm often nervous about what to say, what to do. I'm also nervous that I may just be asking too much. When I see people like Jason rising up alongside our ranks to take part in that tradition of charity and giving, I am reminded of the greatness in this community all over again. In talking with some of my friends this week about this service and my nervousness about covering such a delicate topic and wanting to do it justice for the sake of both Extra Life and for Browncoat Jason, who has worked so hard to pull this marathon together, I was told a story that inspired me so much I wanted to bring it to you all here today. The story is of a young man who I shall not name out of respect that he may be watching this very day. This man worked as a male nurse, fresh to the job, whose job at the time required him to work extremely long hours for extended periods and often cover multiple sections of the hospital. You see, although these are all things that hold true to being a nurse even today, it was especially true at that time. Many had forgotten or simply do not know, but in the 1990s, there was an extreme shortage of nurses in hospitals all across the United States. The shortage was actually so disastrous that many nurses were forced to work for months at a time, spending long hours in physically and often emotionally taxing jobs. They would go days with little to no sleep, working back-to-back shifts. This man had just finished working months of double shifts with very little rest in sight. The following day was due to be his day off, and all he could think about was sleep. He went into one last room before preparing to sign out for the night. Another nurse and friend of his own had asked him to check in the room for him because everyone was equally swamped at that time. But he knew nothing of the patient at that point, as he was just new here and still learning. But was not surprised that the patient was a very sick little girl. He thought she might be one of the patients possibly on their way to a long-term care hospital. At first, he thought that she was asleep, but was surprised as, on his way out, she turned over and said hello. He responded cordially at first, and the girl continued to talk. At first, it was funny to him. He remembered his childhood, and he was quite the talker himself. Kids can be like that sometimes. But at last, exhaustion was rapidly setting in, and his patience was wearing thin. The talking soon came to an endless series of questions. The little girl had taken to him and was asking him, as children often do, lots of questions about what it is like to be a grown-up. She asked if he still played. Why did he work? Or did he still go to school? One question after the other came in rapid succession until he had eventually had enough. He politely said that he had to go, and he found the first opportunity to make his exit. So he did. He stopped by his coworker and friend on the way out and informed him that he was done, when his coworkers started talking to one another. It was then that he learned the truth. You see, they was discussing the girl's condition. The girl had possessed a rare and terminal form of cancer and was long past the amount of time that the doctor originally gave her to live. She was back in the hospital again, suffering from symptoms of this cancer, with little to nothing anyone could do to help. By all accounts, she shouldn't have lived as long as she did. It was then that this nurse made the awful realization. The girl was asking so many questions about being an adult because she was realizing she would never be one. He stared across the hallway, past the desk he was at, and looked into the little girl's room. He thought hard for a moment, seeing her all alone in there and wondering in his mind what it is she must be thinking. That instant, he finished up work that he was doing, and after signing out, he walked back to the room. He sat down with the little girl, and they started talking. The talk went on for hours on end. He told her about growing up, how he did in his small city of Aiken, South Carolina, and the horse farms his family regularly visited growing up. He told her about his first girlfriend, Jessica, and his first date. He told her about the way he felt around her and even how he felt when he went through his first breakup. The nurse told the little girl about learning to drive a car and also about when he first crashed his parents' car. He even told her about his first job at that KFC off Maple Street, the one that he survived on long enough through college because he always got to take home the leftover chicken when he worked late nights. He told her so much and talked so much about his life growing up that in fact, before he knew it, it was almost 2 a.m. in the morning. Without realizing it, his life story had gone on for some time. The little girl had gone to sleep comfortably in the bed beside him. He took in that moment for just a little while. Then he stood up and walked out. He went home to rest that evening, but he could not get his mind off of that experience. The next day, he arrived back at the hospital, even though it was his day off. He walked up to the ward where the little girl's room was located with an old yearbook and a fistful of pictures. In his hands, he had one of Jessica, one of him in the goofiest possible sweaters that anyone could have conceived, even some pictures that he had taken of his parents' car the day before he sent it spiraling into a tree. But when the nurse got back to the room that day to drop in and say hello, his face beaming with anticipation of how the little girl would take all of this, the girl was not there. She had passed away earlier in the morning. Complications to her condition that arose the very next day, he was told. He stood there listening to his friend tell him the whole story, but his mind was unable to process anything. That very moment, he felt like he had lost someone close to him too. He wondered to himself if in those last hours he had made some difference. But you see, this moment, much as it hurt him, it also shaped him. Months later, this nurse would begin working with a charity organization called the Children's Miracle Network, the very same one that Extra Life is supporting today. He soon found himself in a job within the organization itself, one that he has been doing for almost 20 years. It was that day that the reality of the need for places like Children's Miracle Network set in, that he decided to act, to do something to become part of the solution. He did become part of the solution, and so can we. In fact, we are doing so right now, just by being here today. We may not all be nurses. We may not all be doctors. We certainly are not all millionaires who can give infinitely to the cause. But we are gamers. We're players, and we're humans. We come together today with a common voice that shakes and roars like thunder as the millions and millions of us from all around the world rise up today, and we do what we can to raise awareness, to raise funds, to fight for the future that is our next generation. I am doing this, and I know many of you will too. I know this because I know all of you. Even those who do not know me well know what I stand for and what AMBER stands for. You are here because you believe in the message of good. So today I thank you all and ask you all to do me this one honor. Stand today by Brown Coat Jason and gamers all across the world. Spread the word, donate if you can, and be a part of a solution that means so much to so many. And together, we may not save the world, but to those who we...
Thank you guys so very much. Guys in Phoenix Fire and Amber Rain for doing this awesome presentation. Wow. I'm sorry we missed the beginning of it. I finally got some network issues resolved, I believe. It was amazing to hear this. If you missed the beginning of it, please go back and listen to it. Amber will upload that soon to SoundCloud. But thank you guys for being here and for helping me celebrate. As they're noting, you guys are the community. You guys are what make this possible. So if you can, please donate. If you can't, I completely understand, but please tune in and we will do everything we can. So. So, yeah, they're asking if I could say anything. I'm going to try to take a step forward and say some stuff, just as a brief. thank you guys so much for allowing me to do this. Again, if you guys are able to donate, you can always jump out to the Extra Life webpage. And I think that says it all. The generosity of this community is amazing. You guys have stepped forward to not only make sure this happens without a hitch, have events that we can go to, have prizes that I can give out to everybody. So while we're sitting here, I do have a few minutes before the next event, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick break video, and then I'm going to give out some prizes. So let's switch over and we'll do that today. So the first prize is a copy of Kingdom by Raw Fury Games. This is an excellent pixel adventure that's available through Steam. I'll be giving out a key, and the winner today is our own Winfield, Pat Slayer. So Winfield will get a copy of Kingdom on Steam, and I'm also going to give out a t-shirt from Relics by Rild. You can have your choice of any of the shirts that he has. They are all very comfortable, very soft, and they look awesome. So that is going to go to Kate O'Neill. So thank you guys very much for donating today. I'm going to take a really quick break, listen to somebody's story, and then we will be heading over to the Bear Tavern and meeting up with Lazarus Long to do a lunch with Laz and some fun events in the Bear Tavern. So thank you for joining me.
I'm Robert G. Maddox IV, and Little Boo, as we call him, is Robert G. Maddox V.
No time to wonder why. This is your life. This is your life. So live it. Don't sit and cry. 'Cause this is your life. This is your life.
Today we're here at Children's National in Washington, D.C. He's representing Louisiana for the Children's Miracle Network. We got up this morning at 5 o'clock to meet the ride here at 6. It's pretty much the same thing we have to do at home 3 days a week, and it just becomes a way of life.
You could change it all. You could change it all. Can't you see? You could be a superstar.
He contracted swine flu on November the 12th of 2009. We were admitted into Children's Hospital of New Orleans. He was 5 when he contracted the illness, about a week before his birthday. I got out of the hospital the first time after 501 days.
No time for standing still. This is your life.
Since the swine flu is what he had, we had multi-organ failure, which led him to, main thing, kidney failure. So we have to take dialysis 3 days a week. He has something in his arm where they took a vein and connected it to an artery. It's called a fistula. And so he goes in and they plug 2 needles into his arm. One will take the blood out, one will put the blood in. They take the blood out, they clean it, remove the fluid, and put it back in. And that's what keeps him alive.
You could change it all. You could change it all. Can't you see? You could be a superstar.
We'll be 3 years doing this on November the 22nd. He is a very loving boy, very smart, courageous. He goes into surgery with a smile. I'm going to say he's probably had 50 to 75 surgical procedures. With Robert on dialysis, you're really limited of where you can go and what you can do. And just everybody that can give dialysis to a child. It's a very complicated balancing act. For us to be able to make this trip to Washington, D.C. and allow him to enjoy the things and see the things that he's seen, and then be able to leave from here and head to Orlando and have the availability of the Children's Hospital that can coordinate with the hospital that we've been at and exchange records easily and do this for my child. What a privilege to be able to be here, and we can't thank Children's Miracle Network and Children's Hospitals enough. Children's National for doing what they've done for us. Yesterday he told his mother it was the best day of his life.
Can't you see? You could be a superstar.
All right, so we are going to take a minute just to head out to the Bear Tavern, and I'm going to again try to get this uploaded to YouTube so we can show this off before we get to an extremely long amount of time. But I do want you guys to join me there. We're going to have a live music fest outside of the Bear Tavern while I meet with Lazarus Long and do a lunch with Laz. So that will be going on. We also will be playing a round of Name That Tune, Old Britannia style. So you guys can all meet us there and we will enjoy that. I'm looking right now to see who Alex should be there now. So we'll see if he's on my friends list. He's not right now. I'm gonna go ahead and add him. Are very awesome people, so I thank them very much for going out of their way to call me out as participating here, and all the other gamers that are part of this part of this excellent community. So I've got lots of caffeine, so I'm going to be running here for a while, but I'm very excited. So let's go ahead and zone out to the Bear Tavern.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey there, Laz.
I gotta put you through my headphones. Hang on a second. Gotta take care of some housekeeping.
Understandable.
Actually, I think I may need to reconnect. Let me just check this camera here. Hang on a second.
This looks like the right place. We've got lots of pianos sitting around, and I believe we're sitting right outside of the tavern right now.
All right, let me go ahead and reconnect here. I think I have to do that for this camera to take effect. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Which window are we in? Okay, I'm back. Now, do you see me on your side?
No, still blank screen.
Yeah,
for me.
that's what I thought. Okay. Let's see if the other camera came up. No, it's not showing. Come on, why not? need a reboot. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, Laz. Make sure that I'm going to be able to hear. Yep, all the instruments are up. Volume's up. So, you should definitely be able to hear any of the songs that we play today. Well, while we're waiting for Laz to get back on here, I'll go ahead and pop this up again. Remember, you can donate to me for Extra Life at extralife.org/participant/BroncoJason. Any of your donations today will allow you to enter tournament prizes. If you donate at least $25, then you will also be entered at the end of the day for some larger prizes, including a Shroud of the Avatar Adventure Pledge. There are 4 Ether Vibration amplifiers donated now I'm giving things away every 2 hours. I've given away so far an Oracle coin, $5 in Apple Store credit, a copy of Kingdom, and a t-shirt from Relics by Real. So if you do win one of those lower prizes and you win something else at the end of the day, I keep your name in the drawing. I'll go ahead and re-roll for those lower items so everybody gets a chance. But you're not going to be out of the money to bid on something else. So don't hesitate to bid. And if for some reason you don't like what you get, please let me know. I will work with getting things traded out so you can get something else. Or I have some other items I might be able to switch you for. So don't be afraid of that. And please, all the money goes towards an excellent cause. We're sending this through Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Network. All donations go 100% towards the Dell Children's Medical Center in downtown Austin. So if you want to follow along, I am posting on Twitter under Browncoat Jason. You can follow Extra Life at Extra Life for Kids, the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals at Seaman Hospitals. You can also go to Facebook and find the Ultima Dragons group or the Shroud of the Avatar group. That's where I've been posting most of the information about this. And if you can, if you're on Twitter, please go out and follow David Watson, the real life version of Iolo. He is the composer of Stones for Ultima. He's also composed Carl's song for Shroud of the Avatar. And if we can get him up to 500 followers, Lord British has agreed to commission another song from him. So we can get more music into Shroud of the Avatar. Not a bad thing. About noon, so it looks like it is time to join the folks at the Bear Tavern, and they have an excellent musical treat for us today.
Are you out there?
Yep, we're here.
Okay, I will be loading in and zoning to you momentarily, and then we will be going live on this end. And of course, I'll pop in. My other camera for some reason wasn't working, but this is just for us. And of course, the people on your side to see me on this side. People who don't see me on my stream. But happy to be here today.
It's great to have you. Had fun chatting with you yesterday, even though I was experiencing technical difficulties then as well.
Yeah, you've been having all sorts of squirrel problems all week long, haven't you?
Yeah, it was fine last weekend. Yesterday I had sound problems and fixed that, and today I can't stay connected. So I think that might have been resolved. We'll see. I haven't lost anybody yet, but never know. The day is young.
So how has the marathon been going so far?
Been doing really well. Given away a few items and got some experience down. I showed off how to do some hunting and skilling up. Talked about the game a little bit. Showed off Owl's Head and a couple of other zones, but
You showed off Owl's Head and I wasn't at my shop.
no, I showed everybody where you sit though.
Everybody who's a regular around there knows where Of course, I am running a couple minutes behind schedule here, but better late than never.
Looks like they're going to get started here.
Yeah, I'll be out there to, we'll grab a seat together. If there's any seats to be had out there. And I'll zone to you here in just a second. I do not see you on my friends list. Why is that? I could have sworn I've gotten you on my friends list. Alright, so who am I zoning to out there?
You can zone to either me, Jason Albrecht, or Balak Dakani is also out here, or Celine Noctua, or Anathil, Amber Rain.
Amber's always a good one. That one works.
I had technical difficulties early on, so Alex is just waiting for us to get done.
Okay, where are you located?
I'm standing in the middle right now with there's a bench off to the side here, closest to Celine, but so on where you're standing. That's all we should see.
Closest to Celine. Oh, I see that bench right there. This one right over here. And let me make sure I've got all the audio so we can hear all the great audio that's going on here. I'll adjust all this in just a minute. There we go. All right, I'm going to go live here. And greetings, everybody. This is Laz with a special Extra Life edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack here on NBNN. We are out here at the Bear Tavern today, helping support Brown Coat Jason and his Extra Life 24-hour marathon stream. We have some stuff going on there, so let's pay attention to what's going on there while I get Jason in on screen as well. But we are live. If you want to talk and tell folks what's going on there while I put you on screen with me here.
Sure. They are just in the process of announcing it's a musical tournament, basically. So that's going to be going on as we watch. We'll be able to listen and see what they're playing and play a little bit of Name That Tune. But they just announced that the Bear Tavern is sponsoring a giveaway during this time. So the person who donates the most during this segment will get a home deed and lot so that they will be able to enjoy the place to rest inside of the game until the next wipe. It's going to be a village home unless the donation is $100 or more. Then it will be a town. If it's $250 or more, it's going to be a city lot. So you guys, anybody who donates, you're going to have a chance to earn yourself a house inside the game, at least until the next wipe. We're also going to have some
very nice.
on here. So they're going to give us a little bit of lesson about how to do music
For some reason, I can't get you in full screen over here. I will get you in just a minute. There we go.
I'm going to turn down the audio volume in the game so we can just hear instruments playing. I think that will work.
That's a good idea. Very good idea. Okay, I've got Lomir asking me if that was a house or a lot there, Jason.
It's a home and a lot.
A home and a lot.
Yes.
I've got somebody giving me bark bread here. I'll go ahead and take that. And there is your answer. It's a house and a lot, Lomir. Now, if I do this right, you should be over here now. And then I can just, oh, there we go. Let's get you resized. Come on. There we go.
Okay.
That's more like it. Gotta do a little fancy footwork over here. I'll get you on screen right next to me.
Right. Since I just have the one video conference running, it will kind of switch between us as we talk. At least we'll both have a chance to be on camera that way.
Alrighty, so here we are. We have the extra live stream. How long have you been at it already here today, Jason?
I have been going about 4 hours and 45 minutes.
Alrighty, so you're just getting started here. We're just getting things off to a start. Now, of course, while we're watching what's going on down here, and I don't know how you want to handle this, but let me find the one that's sitting up there. There it is. But I told you we're going to offer up a couple of these Lord British Shroud of the Avatar challenge coins here. And these are not the ones that you can buy from Relics by Reld. These are the ones that you can only get if you go and actually visit either the offices or meet the guys someplace out in the world, and they have specially made for those kind of events.
These are developer challenge coins.
These are the developer challenge coins, absolutely. Richard and Starkstar and the guys were handing those out. And they gave us a few to hand away and give away during our show. So what a better way to put these to use. The couple that we still have over here. than to put them up for charity.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
So during the next hour and a half or so, how would you like to do that? Would you like to take bids on those, and whoever the winners are on those 2 coins?
We can do that. Since they're actually giving out the home prize for anybody who donates certain amounts, let's just take anybody who donates during this specific segment, so between 12 and 2, and we can random those off for whoever gets the most in. So the 2 highest?
You want to follow the 2 highest after the giveaways for what they're giving away? How about that?
Yeah.
How's that work? So
That works.
whoever has the highest 2 bids on their giveaways, and then whatever follows, the following 2 will get the coins
That sounds good to me.
during this segment. How's that sound? So we will sweeten the pot for those of you out there donating during this segment, and you'll have a chance to win again one of these 2 coins, unless you happen to have both matching donations. And of course, yeah, we do actually have them still sealed in the package.
Excellent. Yes, so the person who donates the highest is going to get a in-game lot and house, and the next 2 down are going to get developer challenge coins. So don't hesitate to bid on that. You can donate at extralife.org /participant/browncoatjason, or they have a shortened URL.
Is there a shortened URL there?
It's scrolled off the screen here. There it is, tinyurl.com/btavernlife.
There you go. Okay, so Balak is doing what? He's the first song we'll have is a count to 4. Now, I do believe that is Big Bob the metronome. Or do we actually have a player named Big Bob out here? And of course, I'm not hearing anything at this point. Is that me, or is this...
I can hear it's very faint, even though I have my volume on max, so...
I'll see, I have music volume down, which is my game music.
Yeah, there's volumes independently for instruments and...
Yeah. We've got... And even then, he's far away. Yeah, I hear him faintly from across the way. At least I assume that it's Slade who's playing that.
I believe so.
And now the music's back, and that's what I thought I turned off. But apparently I turned that off and I turned him off. Let's see if we can't get a little closer to hear him. Oh, there we go.
Does it sound better up close?
Yeah, I don't believe he's playing at the moment again, so I'm just going to sit here and see if I can get a better close-up when he does start playing here.
Yeah, he's got a repeating metronome song, but that's about all he's playing right now. So just to get everybody on the same beat.
Well, we'll see how successful he is there. I think people want to be a little bit more entertained than... here we go. So now he's playing. At least somebody's playing someplace. Here we go.
Balak in the center.
Okay, so he'll be using the think method to learn songs. So we'll see what this is here.
So I'm definitely not a musician, so there's a lot of things that they're doing that I have no idea what is actually.
Well, it's funny. I come from a family of musicians and artists and entertainers. And while I did learn how to play in my younger days, it was never something that I was able to warm up to and actually just do. I might remember a chord or two, and I might be able to keep a rhythm. Might. If they toughen too fast. But trying to do this and the notes and all this stuff, no, I'll play my ABC files. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's about where I am too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna, I'll convert my own MIDI files. I'll play my ABC files, but for those folks who are actually gonna do something like this and play manually. So Balak is calling out on Ariana to come play.
Marcella and Ariana are both there, it looks like. I have a few MIDI files that I have converted. A couple from Mozart and a couple from the old Ultima set. But other than that, I have not dug too deeply into it yet.
Okay, so he's gonna get some other people at these other pianos. So this is probably really where we want to be. Now, Ariana is sitting on the opposite side of the piano. Is she actually going to play? Or am I just seeing this graphically wrong?
She's sitting on the stump behind it, but I think she's just away from keyboard. Hopefully
So now, do we have ways to keep track of your donations while we're sitting here doing all this stuff?
I have the web page open, so hopefully that's going to be enough.
Now, I have you open down over here too, but I think I have to do this in order to... Oh no, I had to reboot before we started, so I lost all that. But I will get that right back.
I currently have $427 raised out of my $500 goal. And our team has 557 out of our $1,000 goal.
Very nice. And I will get this on screen over here. There we go. Now I have your personal one. I'll get to the team in a minute. We can just pop that over there. And we see that the team goal, $402. Oh, that's yours. I'm sorry. You've got 402 out of 500, it says on my side. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, mine's showing $25 more than
let's pay attention here again. And I believe that's something they're running into is the delay.
Yeah, and I've seen from the different people I've seen play, getting it timed across different people's game systems is a little different as well. So you might be on time in your game, but it still sounds delayed on somebody else's.
That's correct. If the metronome works right, they should be able to do that. But, I understand that if one person has a 14-second millisecond delay and the other has 114 millisecond, it's going to be off. Let's see. But yeah, it looks like the delay on both of them is just a little bit off.
Not too bad though.
But an A+ for effort. So now he's going to actually try a song. And chords. Of course, we have a few people gathered around here attending what's going on.
Just watching a little bit to see what's all going on. I'm not 100% familiar with this, but
And down quite a bit there.
it looks like my Twitch stream might be acting up again because I had some viewers on here and they all dropped off.
Okay, so what is he going to do? He's going to sit down and we're going to try and do a song now. Okay. This is the Name That Tune contest coming up.
Right. So we have to try to guess what they're playing based off of the notes that are being
Some of you may be able to picture the melody in your head just from my notes. Let's see. Free bird! Free bird! Stairway to heaven! Smoke on the water! First one to get this right wins the loot. So now, is this only people who are right here in the audience, I'm assuming? I guess it's going to have to be right here in the audience to shout out your answers.
Well, if they're watching NVNN and they want to shout it out, I'm sure they can. I don't know if we'll hear them from here.
Well, we'll see what we can do there. If somebody shouts it out to me, and I can get it typed in before somebody else does. We'll see how that goes. And this will be on a 4 count. And we have somebody up there standing there holding a lute. Okay, so he's another victim out there, a volunteer, I mean, to come on down and play. Pick the guy with the loot. Pick the guy with the loot.
Pick on the guy with the loot?
They'll have to instigate this a little bit. I'm assuming Slage is a guy. And there goes Lomir. Now, Lomir, if you're still listening over on this channel, they're looking for a volunteer to play. You want to sit down and play? Let me see if he's in this channel. He is not. Let me pop down there real quick. Hey, Lomir, they're looking for a volunteer if you want to play. Wave your hand and say hello to the guy standing in front of you there. There we go. Look how that works. The magic of today's technology. Jump down in the room where I know he's listening. I know he's watching us too, so.
That works.
Now let's see how Lomir stacks up here. I don't know if he knows what he just volunteered for or not. It's all in good fun and it's all for charity, right?
Exactly.
Now, why did I know he was going to sit down and start doing that? Lomir's going to put on his own little concerto here. Okay, Lomir, if you're watching, please follow the instructions.
Well, I'm going to try to investigate this. I'm getting some drop packets here, so I'm going to check that out while we're watching them play.
Alrighty. And while he's investigating, hello, what's going on down here? Now we are here doing a special edition show today on Saturday. We're out here with Brown Coat Jason. He's doing a 24-hour Extra Life marathon. It's the biggest gaming event of the year. Is that Lomir? He wants you to follow some instructions and play along. So he wants you to freestyle play if you're still here. All right, so let's see what they're doing here. Who is that?
Yeah, it looks like they are getting ready to play anyway.
Oh, well, it was worth the try. So I'm trying to understand all this. 5552 332.
Yeah, when you do the play command, all the number keys all the way across will work as...
Well, okay, I understand then. 3327. I got it now. So those are the actual keys for the... I see. Big light pops up on top of my head there. Five, 552 and 7766. Let's see what they do here.
See if we can guess what they're doing too.
And yes, it's gonna be interesting to see here. All right, so let's see. My goodness, I didn't even see somebody yell that out, but I would never have figured that one out.
Excellent. So I got a loot. I guess I'll have to give a loot away later.
So where did you come up with Mary Had a Little Lamb out of all that?
It was a little fast off the front, but I got it at the end. It is very faint on my computer, though, even with max volume.
No, I hear them all right. Actually, your mic volume's been a little faint. Just, I don't know if there's any more volume you can give it. I can't. Maybe I can push up just a little bit more on the mixing board.
I've got it as high as I can on the Google Hangout. It's really low on my board, but it's the best I can do, unfortunately.
All right. A lot of times it's just in my ear that it doesn't sound good. Everything usually comes across good in the stream, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Old MacDonald. Let's see, did I get it first? The spelling go. Sea Bear. Needs to be heavy metal for him to have a shot. Yes, he's out of the running. I don't think there's going to be any Metallica or Judas Priest or Slayer in this.
Probably not a whole lot of that, no. Although
I said Old McDonald already.
edition.
Now people are offering up pre-recorded stuff, but they don't understand that he's trying to teach people about this while we're sitting here. And for those of you watching who don't understand what's going on, we are out here during the Extra Life charity event for kids with Brown Coat Jason here on NBNN. And Balak is giving folks a lesson on music here on the pianos and trying to show the how the group play works and how you can free play and freestyle this and playing name that tune as we're doing this. Now I've yelled it out twice already. Old McDonald.
So yeah, there's two different ways you can play the songs on the instruments in game. So they're both using the play command, but if you interplay and then just use the number key on the keyboard, you're going to play in free play mode. So you can use any of the, I think there's 12 keys you can actually use in that range.
Now, is the play command actually necessary, or do you just have to sit at the piano to use the keys?
You still have to use play.
Yeah, we'll have to verify that.
Yeah, it might do that automatically if you sit at a piano, but I know if I want.
I thought if you sat at the piano, you could actually just use the keys, and then you just had to use the play to play out of your playlist. But
if I want to play on the lute, I have to enter play, and then it will allow me to do free play also. But then, yeah, the other way was to interplay and then enter the name of an ABC song that you have in your song folder within your Shroud of the
Yay.
installation.
I won the lute. I actually got it first. Thank you, Belak. Thank you very much. Okay, so we shall award the Bear Hat and Lute of Strength for our brave volunteer. Very good, very good.
So the bear hat, in case anybody hasn't seen one, is a new recipe for this release. It allows you to actually turn a hat into cover it with bearskin and wear it like a hat. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, which is not to be confused with the mask.
Yes.
There are two different styles. There is the mask from the add-on store, which is a full face covering, and the hat, which is looks like you're wearing a bear's head for a hat, almost like a raccoon's cap. They look pretty sharp too. Have you seen all those out there yet? The designs, and if you look at them and just sit down and have somebody come up to you so you can really look at them in detail, man. Some really great stuff in there.
Yeah, there is. Really cool.
Okay, so how are we keeping track of who the highest donations are during this time period?
Well, I have the last 10 updates, and unfortunately no one has donated anything since we started this.
My goodness.
So,
And again, this is a charity event here. If anybody's out there listening, watching, wants to win a lot deed and a house, as well as we're giving away a couple of these Shroud of the Avatar Challenge coins.
not just challenge coins you can get from Relics by Rild, but these are developer challenge coins. They only are available from one of the Shroud of the Avatar devs. So definitely worth having.
Oh, Lomir, thank you for saying that. And Lomir's in my ear over on this side saying he's already donated. Now, of course, you're probably not going to see his in-game name unless he typed it someplace. So we're getting ready to see some more music here. And Lomir is back at the piano. All right, we're going to let you play at the piano with him here. Now, Lomir is getting it. Hey, you can keep time, too.
All right. Well, I actually just did get two new donations. So got one from Lomir and one from Seabear.
Oh, very good. Very good.
They both came in about 10 seconds.
Good to see. Good to see. Now, I know we got lots of people out there in the community, and I know we've been pushing this, and you've been pushing it for quite some time now. So I'm hoping it's just a slow time of the day. Of course, it's Saturday afternoon. Folks got kids. Folks got honey-do lists. They got things to do on their weekends off. So earlier in the day, maybe just one of those down times until everybody sits down, has dinner tonight, and then everybody jumps on for the good late-night stuff. And here we go. Oh, cool. What is that? Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue what it is, but Ode to Joy. Here we go. To Viren. Congratulations there, Viren. Let's get it. Can't get them up in the...
Oh, and Celine donated again. Popped her up.
Got more donations coming on in as we're now talking about it here on the air.
So we've got 3 donations so far, so that's the 3 prizes anyway. Just who's gonna...
Okay, so let's see. Has that raised your goal from the last time we've looked? And according to me, you went from 402 to 452 since the last check there. That's just your personal.
That's what I'm showing is 452.
All right. So you're less than you're $48 away from your goal.
I've already had to pop my goal up once, so if I go over 5, I'll go up again. I don't have any problem with that.
Well, see, again, like we were talking about yesterday, for all these charity events I've seen out there, I have yet to see one that didn't make its goal, and they usually surpass it. Now, of course, success. So if you leave it at 5 and you get 2,000, then you've 4 times your original donation. Of course, if that happens, next year you're going to have to start at 2,000, and we're going to have to try and 4 times that for you.
Yeah.
You see how that works.
Exactly.
Now Jerry Lewis, man, he did it every year for his telethons, and he always broke it by a nice margin year after year after year in the muscular dystrophy telethons. Now, of course, this is happening all over the internet today, for those of you who don't know. This is not just a stream. There are streamers from all over the place doing the same 24-hour Extra Life Play Games, Heal Kids charity event.
Right.
And this is all supporting the children. For the local hospitals in your area, If you donate to this, and you can choose a local hospital that's affiliated, and that money will be used directly at the local hospitals near where the donators donate. Is that correct?
Yes, you can choose which hospital it goes to. So there's lots of people playing for lots of Children's Miracle Network hospitals all over the country. Actually, in the U.S. and in Canada, they have both countries covered. The one I'm playing for today is the Dell Children's Hospital down in Austin, Texas. So it's right downtown, not too far from Port Lariam.
Is close and local.
Yes.
Well, let's review. We're going to see if they're going to pull this next one off here. Let's see how Lomir does this. See, that's already making me dizzy with all those numbers. But again, I'm sure determination, if you're really a music buff, as much as I love the music, again, I'm going to stick with my ABC files. I can make my own. I can tweak them. Let's listen in here. Alrighty, so let's see. Well, let's see if they can actually synchronize it. Of course, everything we're hearing so far for freestyle has been pretty good. There we go.
Very good.
I think we're having a little network congestion on my side. I had my network icon pipe up.
Yeah, I've had that pop up from time to time. But I was getting some Pelican errors earlier, so that doesn't surprise me too much.
Okay, next song. Looking for the next victim, next volunteer. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I don't think we have a lot of musically inclined people, but we have a volunteer stepping up. And this is Wilfred Mustachio. Or is it Moustachio?
Wolford was handing out tasty treats earlier too, so.
Yes, he handed me some bark bread as I entered the scene here earlier. I just thanked him for it. So where is he sitting? Okay, so now I have to, let's see if I can't,
while they learn their part again, I'm gonna put up my banner for you guys to donate. You can always go out to extraLife.org/participant/BrownCoatJason and donate. And anything you send to support me before 2 o'clock, which is about an hour and 2 minutes from now,
nice, shiny physical coins.
I'm tempted to donate myself. I think that would be rigged, though, so I'll read it.
Yeah, no. We can't have that. Donating to yourself doesn't work. Of course, if you want to match whatever you raise, that's your own personal choice, but, yeah.
I would be more than willing to do that if I had money.
I'm all with you there, pal. Trust me. If I had that kind of money to really just do something like that, believe me, I'd be giving it to everybody.
Since we're an hour in, I'll go ahead and give the current rankings. We only have 3 people that have donated so far during this event, and we have Lomir has donated 15, Seabear has donated 25, and Celine Noctua has donated a total of 35.
So Celine is in the running for the house and lot for the rest of this.
So if you guys want to get in on that, definitely get in and donate.
And Mary had a little M. That's Twinkle Twinkle, it sounds like.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that actually sounded good if that was both of them playing different parts. Now, again, we are very, very simplistic here in what he's trying to teach the folks here. It gets a lot more sophisticated than this, folks. If you've ever seen any of our folks who do come in here and play manually, they actually do some full songs. Or if he's heard Lomir earlier, he was using an ABC file. Okay, so he's telling them old and ready and go. At least I assume he meant ready. And let's see if they pull this off. Oh, we're going to add a third verse. Now he's going to make me work over here. Huh? Let's see if we're going to get all 3 in here playing. Yep. Now again, very simple, very easy, but getting it coordinated is not as simple as you would think. Let's see them all sync up and play Inagana Davida. Have a good time with that.
Yeah, I think I want to have an ABC file for that one. I still probably wouldn't be able to sync it.
Alrighty, we're gonna do another tune. I don't think everybody realized we were still playing the game. Now, of course, I'd shout it out, but I just want to loot. No takers. Come on, people. I just gave you, thank you. I just gave you all the answer out there. Like, come on, we're feeding you the answers, crying out loud.
That's our job. Get on air, tell everybody what the answer is.
Well, you know, that sometimes feels like what we do on our news shows. People go, how do I do this? And I says, did you even read any of the tutorials? Did you read any of the newsletters? I love my guild. I go, newsletters out. They go, what newsletter? I said, you know, the one you get in your mailbox every week tells you what's new in the game. Oh, I never read those. As I know, because y'all make me read them to you and tell you what's in them every day.
I'm hoping that's not true across the board, because I've had 2 weeks of people, pumping up this event, and I would really like to see some more people in the view.
Yeah, well, these are the weekly updates. Every Friday's newsletter is what I'm talking about.
Sure.
They tell you where. I think, of course, the Extra Life event is in there this weekend. So if anybody who didn't read the newsletter, but I've been pumping it out. I've been telling people about it on the air. Repeats when we're not on the air. So I know people have been watching. Because I've been getting people following me, and I've been getting people talking to me in the chat, so I know they're watching this stuff. Okay, our next volunteer, I mean. Okay, so let's he's trying to get deep now. Getting a little deep with the drum circles.
That seems a lot more complicated.
Yeah, it depends on what. I'm not even going to go into that. I'm going to say it depends on what era you grew up in. What happened in the drum circles. Whether you were in a drum circle in the marching band, or whether you were a hippie in a drum circle in Central Park, New York City, Two different worlds there.
Yeah, definitely.
Or whether you're in the outback at the Australian Aborigines in a drum circle. I already think I know what this is going to be. I'm going to laugh, but you ever see those game shows where people are yelling out the answer before they even start?
Yeah, a couple of those.
I'm going to go with row, row, row your boat. Now, why I want to say that right now, just funny feeling. Call it reporter's intuition. I just got a funny feeling about this. It requires what he's trying to convey over to him, these folks here, and of course, being a very simplistic song, that's why that popped into my head.
Yeah.
Because I remember learning that song as a grade schooler, and then everybody else started singing in, and it's like, hold on, you're not singing right. And it's like, no, they're supposed to be doing it that way. Teaching you what 3-part harmony is all about.
All the songs and around.
Okay. Let's see what he's going to give us next here. So he says, so I would keep playing in that time, and Wilfred and Lomere, when you feel the rhythm, you would join in with your own simple part that repeats. But we will all be in time. So now let's see, we're going to go for 3 pianists. Simple. There's Lomere there. Let's see if they pull it off. Now, see, I don't hear Slade playing. This is probably half of what I'm fighting here if I don't hear him playing. I hear 2. I don't know if they're going to pull this one off. Are you hearing anything that sounds like a viable song that you can...
I hear a tune, but I can't recognize it as an actual song that I would know.
Yeah, unlike the other ones. But again, A plus for effort for these guys. And again, not something easy to try and teach, let alone trying to teach it like this in the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, awful tough, man. Awful tough stuff here. Alrighty. Well, they're trying to get this together here. Have you had any more donations in the last few minutes? Let's take a quick peek over there.
I just posted it in the forums, and I'm going to post it out on Facebook as well. That's where I've gotten the most response.
What is this? Yeah, I can't get a tune out of it myself. Alrighty. And let's give them a little round of applause for A for effort over here. Again, not very easy to accomplish what they're doing here. Absolutely, not easy at all, just so everybody knows. And I'll just continue to play cameraman, thank you. It's what I seem to do best around here. I don't see any takers. Yes, perhaps next time. All right, so let's move on to the beer and the woman segment of the Bear Tavern here. Let's see.
All right.
Balik's going to go ahead and rock out here. So let's see if I can't get in here. We'll get... Oh, look at that. Now I'm getting it. Chariots of Fire. I'm thinking that's what it might be. You think he would undertake something that heavy duty? It's starting to sound like that. Yes, maybe I haven't had enough caffeine today. One of the two. Yeah, see, that's what I say. I want to do branding. You know, if Pepsi wants to support me on my streams, you know, I'll be more than happy to accept sponsorship. Put the Pepsi logo in the backgrounds. The Pepsi logo is around my shop so I can sell Pepsi products in Shroud of the Avatar. We've already got Razor logos all over the place. Why not, you know, do some branding? Let's get a McDonald's in there. I want to run a McDonald's in Shroud of the Avatar.
Not sure about that, but yeah, my original plan was to have a backdrop like you do and have the Miracle Network signs and everything on it, but I didn't get it pulled off in time. I should have taken another day off.
What the heck? Omer, you got to do something about that, man. You're echoing the living daylights out of my stream here. Morbius TV, how you doing out there? Thanks for watching us here live with Brown Coat Jason doing the Extra Life streaming event today. He's been at it for several hours already today. Of course, we've got some prizes available during this segment. You want to go ahead and tell them again what those prizes are here, Brown Coat?
Yes, up until 2 o'clock, we are accepting donations for the... we have 3 prizes to go to the highest bidder during this segment. The top prize is coming from the Bear Tavern. It's going to be an in-game lot and house deed so that you can place your lot here in-game until the next wipe. Right now, if you bid anything up to $100, it will be a village lot. If it's over $100, it's going up to a town lot. And if it's over a certain level, it's actually going to be a city lot. The next 2 highest are going to receive a shiny new Portalarium Challenge coin. This is not the coin that you can get from Relics by Rild, but this is one that's only given out to developers to hand away. So, and that's courtesy of Laz.
Yeah, the guys down in Portalarium gave us a few of these to give away on stream. While we were down there a couple weeks ago, and I gladly said, give me a few more. I'll go ahead and give them away. We'll make sure that they get into the hands of our viewership out there. We've given away quite a few of these already. Actually, Lomer has not won one of these, but he's won a coin before from Relics by Rild, I believe it has been. I just sent out Terry Sillamshire won a coin just recently, along with somebody else. Let me see if I have a name here. No, I didn't get his in-game name, just his mailing address. But you know who you are. What did I do? There we go.
All right, so thank you guys at the Bear Tavern for throwing this spontaneous play event. And we played a few games of Name That Tune. Not sure we figured out the last one there, but everybody did a really good job. But
yeah, did he announce what the last one was?
I did not see anybody pop up what that was.
I'm curious to know. So let's just find out. Let's see what he has to say about that. This way we have it for the viewers out there, just so we have an idea of what it was that they were trying to get across to us. It was Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Okay, so what do we do from here? Are we going to go over to the tavern and have some ales? Or are they going to do a... Okay, so right now the highest... Okay, he's taking care of that. He's able to see this stuff, or are you feeding him that information as well?
I am not. I'm going to tell him...
As last I heard, it was not a tie. And while you're taking care of that, I'm going to pop it over and see if we can't catch an update over here, see if that number has moved a little bit.
Popping that.
And
Just
it's...
got a email, so I want to make sure that that's not changed.
I haven't seen any status update there. Oh, Lomir up there at the top.
Yep, Lomir has 40 total. I did just get another $25 donation. I don't believe that is someone that's pledged before, but I'll verify that.
They're in the dryer. So
Nope,
see you
not
later.
yet. So yeah, it looks like Lomir should be the winner here. What am I being
So Lomir is winning the lot and house for the remainder of the duration, donated by the good folks here at the Bear Tavern. And let me go back. And Celine would be one of the winners of the coins if they don't get surpassed by 2 o'clock now. We still have another half hour in this segment. Now, are we going to make, are we going to letting Bellic know that?
I'm going to say that now.
And of course, it is a pleasure to be here with you all today. And out showing everybody what's going on. As Balak is giving his thanks around after he showcased this little music session here. I would call it a music lesson or a music training session. Trying to show people a little bit more about the in-game music and how it works here in Shrouded Avatar. It's a pretty intricate system, not hard to learn, but it takes it's a little learning curve involved, like with anything else.
Yeah, it's definitely got a learning curve, and it's something that you have to practice to get really good at, unless you're cheating and using ABC files, I suppose.
Now, see, I can just as easily walk up to the piano now, and we can just do... Let's just see... what do I want? What do I want? Let me get a little musical interlude to end the whole session with. Now, of course, this is using the ABC file. I would not dare try and play this map. course, I usually do things like stop in the middle of the song, and then people go, "Oh man, why did you stop playing that?" And that's just a little example of using and Alex wishing everybody a farewell. I like that. May your hats and loots keep your heads and fingers warm in this cold mountain air. Fitting salutation here in this snowy mountain scene. Now, of course, for those of you who haven't seen the Snowy Mountain scene, another excellent addition into the game.
Yeah, I've only been up here once before, but yeah, it is a beautiful scene.
And of course, Balak is calling out upon you for what is the next step.
Let's see, our next step is at 2. We will be running the welcome quest with...
Okay. With Duke Gregor? Or is Winfield going to be along? Usually Gregor and Winfield are there. Or is it just that I know Winfield was stepping in for Gregor for a while? And that is absolutely correct. It's the welcome quest with Duke Gregor. They're going to dance, I'm going to play. It'll take us out of this. Maybe we'll segue on over to the next location. You're saying over my instrument. Let's see if that's a little better. And again, it's in my ear that I can't hear you. I know it's going out.
Yeah, it's okay. I just wanted to verify Greg was on my friends list so we can get to him easily.
Gotcha. I sort of expected a couple other people to be joining us in the hangout with this.
Yeah, I thought so.
Usually people are knocking down the doors to get into these things. So we'll play a little Billy Joel here. Let's see if... I've got quite the list to pick from here already in my library. Let's see what we can segue into while we're working on that other stuff there. I've got a list to choose from here, that's for sure.
This is one of the board pianos for the benefactor volunteers. Also a standing version that you can purchase at the Amazon store. And I'm pretty sure there's one for
there's two different versions. Three different versions, actually. There's the Pledge Reward piano, there's the craftable version, and then there's the one you can buy in the store. So there are actually three different versions available of the piano. Same thing goes for the lute. There's Yolo's lute, the one you can buy in the add-on store, and then the craftable version. And then I'm assuming that maybe we'll have different wood types that'll have a little different sound later on, a little different look. Here to live in the daylights out of them when I kick it up a notch after this song. Say if you take some time and you go out and search for some good files, or you convert your own, as you can see, you can really make great use out of the instruments in here. Now, for a while, I've had people coming up near the shop, and they sit down at my pianos and they play all day long. And sometimes it's a little bit of an annoyance because, I want to sit and do some work, and I don't want to hear somebody practicing their craft if they haven't already honed it quite yet. You get those people who just come and start pounding on the keys, and they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
You gotta live.
At least in this version, now you can turn off the instrument volume.
Yes, thankfully they've given us the separate volume sliders for all the different musics and sound effects and everything else we've got in here. I didn't realize the song was actually this long in this format. You just don't tear into great balls of fire from this. There we go. Need somebody to put the piano on fire. Now, not quite as good as the other one. I gotta edit this one a little bit, but went a little crazy. Had a little bit too much extras. Something a little bit more manageable. That doesn't sound like what I thought I was playing. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Oh yeah, somebody else is playing, that's why. He's playing. Is that Bambino? No. He's playing. Yeah, Fantalio. He's playing a little Tracy Chapman there. Alrighty, folks. Again, this is the Extra Life event for charity today, and we're looking to get some donations so that Brown Coat Jason can A, of course, exceed his goals, and B, give away some really great swag to you good folks out there. while we're in the process of doing this. And of course, swag has been donated by various different groups here in Shrouded Avatar, whether it be the Bear Tavern giving away salutes and housing. Avatar's Radio, I believe, is giving away 4 ether vibration amplifiers, is it? We're giving away a couple of challenge coins, and you've got all sorts of other goodies out there throughout the day to give away. How about you tell us a little bit more about that stuff?
We are giving away a number of things.
Excuse me.
So we've got add-on store credit that we're giving away. We're giving Steam keys for different games away. I've already given away one. We've got some t-shirts, beanies, Oracle coins, challenge coins, and a set of paint glasses that are all going to be given away. I have a Try the Avatar Adventure level pledge through Steam that I'll be giving away.
Very nice.
And then at the end of the day, we will also be giving away 3 different grand prizes. So whoever pledges the most throughout the entire day will get their choice of, I'll actually get it up on my screen, Dragons has his site called Soda Bricks. He's offered to create a custom Lego minifigure of your character. So you'll get to work with him to determine what they're wearing, what they're carrying. He'll put it together and send it to you, and have a very exclusive prize there. This is a unique opportunity for people to make their own character in a brand new way. He's created on my screen the 2 that he gave away last November are Iolo and Shimino, I believe. But he's also created Lord British, Darkstar, Fire Lotus, a number of other characters like the Space Bards have all had their own Lego minifigures created. So if you're interested in that, one-of-a-kind type of prize. And then the third option is through Tortoise and Hare Creations. Indy Martin and XJ Billman have created the Shroud of the Avatar New Beginnings comic book. They're going to have an autographed version of that along with one of the panels used to create the original comic that they will be sending out to whoever wants that. One-of-a-kind type of thing that you can get framed, get hung up, and if you're interested in comics or art at all, that would be something that you should be really excited about. So the person who donates the most will get their choice of the 3. The person who donates the second most will have choice of the remaining 2, and whoever donates the third most will have the remainder. So excellent chance for you to get some prizes that aren't available anywhere else. We will be pulling those at the end of the day, but we still have about 15 minutes left to get in on those 2 challenge coins that Laz is giving.
Absolutely. And I'm just getting out a quick tweet here. We'll put that out across the board. That tweet there, go ahead and bang that puppy out and send that to your folks as well. Let them know we have about I had about 20 minutes on my clock. We're off by a couple of minutes on either side, so we can of course flex just a little bit, I'm sure there.
Yeah.
We don't have to be going 2 o'clock, you know when.
Also, at 2 o'clock, we'll be giving out 2 additional items, a beanie from Relics by Rild and another $5 credit. So
cool. Now, how are you going to be giving those away? Are you just giving them away out of the pool of people who've donated throughout the day?
Yeah, if you donated any amount at all, I will put you into the drawing for those. If you do win one of these prizes that are throughout the day, I'm not taking your name out of the running for any of the additional prizes at the end. So if you win a $5 credit and you also are trying for one of those 3 main prizes, you're still eligible. Don't worry about that. And I'll just redraw anybody who might win a better prize that they want to upgrade to.
Now, of course, if you want to be eligible for those really, really unique prizes given away at the end there, then I suggest you open up your hearts, open up your wallets, and get a couple of bucks out there donated, because some of those are very unique items. I mean, the Lego character really intrigues me, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. And if the folks don't get too crazy, I'll be checking in with you throughout the day. And of course, I'm going to come back and catch up with you later on this evening. I'm looking forward to doing late night Yo Hometown Cribs, man. And I tell you what, we're going to do something with this, Brown Coat. We're going to do some kind of segment once we go live. Now, I'm not talking anytime here soon, but once we go live and we're in game and there's no more wipes and there's no more this and there's no more that, we're going to go ahead and do a segment and show off the craziest, wildest, coolest cribs throughout New Britannia on a regular basis. And hopefully I can get you to come join us, and I'll help host this piece here on NBNN. Again, it's something that somebody had mentioned to me a while back while I was doing some other housing stuff, and I says, yeah, great idea. We showcased a couple of builds and decoration. It was for decoration purposes. But once we go live and we start seeing permanent fixtures here in the world, I think we're going to see some real creativity out there as well. And I've just been given a hat by the good folks, a Bear Hat of Strength. And that is a nice little hat. Thank you for that hat. And who gave me that? That was Balak. Thank you very much, Balak. And we're going to go ahead and just toss this on in the sentiment of the moment. See what Laz looks like with the bear hat on. Now, of course, the additional +3 strength. And again, when you look at these hats, I mean, they're pretty cool. I mean, they've even got the fangs still, the upper set of teeth hanging out there. So, although personally, if I was looking at that in front of me, if you notice how I think that would drive me crazy if I had fangs hanging low in front of my eyes like that. Of course, if I could say they were beam in on my target and there were sights, I could just say that was the detail they put into these masks, these hats, is just absolutely stunning. And if you get these eyes in the right angle, they actually have a little gloss and a glare over to them. I don't have the right light here right now. Cool work by our developers here in Trinity Avatar. Speaking of light, my light is creeping up on me here in the studio. We have to make a little adjustment. I break all the rules when it comes to green screening. You should be in a dark room with a nice flat, and I'm in a room that's nothing but light. I've got nothing but windows all around me. But I tell you, people tell me, Laz, how do you do it? I say, I don't follow the rules. That's how I do it. But of course, you'll see some of my green screen peeking through there. All right, so again, I'm in Florida, so land of sunshine.
Yeah, it's hard to work in the dark anyway.
I'm a night owl. I don't get up to noon, and I don't go to bed till 4 a.m. in the morning. When most folks are just getting up. Those people who they call sane. I don't know who's sane. People who get up like lemmings and go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, or the guy who's learned how he can sleep until noon and still have a pretty decent life. I don't know who's the crazy person here, but I got to vote, not me. Now, of course, I've had several life choices. I've decided, not to have a family and children and all that good stuff. So, been there, done that. Don't get me wrong. Been married. Tried doing the 9 to 5 thing. Just doesn't work for this kid. You mean 9 to 9, which means you just never sleep because every time you try and shut your mind down, you go, "Ooh, I got the answer for that bit of code," and you got to get back to the computer. And then, of course, that's 3 more hours of sucking down Mountain Dews and smoking cigarettes. I don't know if you're a smoker or not, but
No, definitely not a smoker, but yeah. Mountain Dew and coffee.
Yeah.
Drink lots of coffee.
When I used to do some crazy stuff, whether it was in-game development, playing on shards, or just hardcore gaming, caffeine and nicotine keep you rolling for hours and hours.
Yep, definitely.
All right, folks. Well, we got about 10 more minutes left here in this little segment. Should we start making our way over to the welcome quest? Do you know if the folks over there are ready for you yet?
I don't know if Greg's ready there yet, but since we do have about 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and do my prizes now, and then I have a short video that I'm going to run, just to run a commercial real quick, and then I'm actually going to switch, turn off the Twitch stream and restart it so that I have a video to upload to YouTube.
Yeah, I'm quite familiar with it, so it clips it automatically, and you just do the one X with it. Absolutely. Well, let me know before you run that video on your side. I'll put you up there full screen, so I'll be able to run it simultaneously with you. I'll simulcast that there. But all you gotta do is, I guess you have to play it there, otherwise, I'll have to run out to your stream and pick it up from there. Yeah, a little messy, but I see it.
Great, I'm going to go ahead and run
Let me get you up here in full screen then. I'll get myself off the screen. There you go.
So this is two different styles. It's a dark star on British in two different colors. You can get silver on black or colored on gray. I've got one that is very comfortable, so you guys will
Some of those minis don't look half bad, although I'm not a person who wears them. I'm the baseball cap kind of guy. And congratulations to Houston Dragon. Now he will get to pick his color, size, and flavor, whether it be a chaos or a order.
Absolutely. Yep, Brill's going to take care of that. So,
Absolutely. Wonderful guy.
and then the next thing I'm going to give away is a $5
And Seabear, congratulations. $5 store credit.
And let's check in with. I'm gonna run an extra life story real quick, so this will be a couple minutes worth, but then we should be able to back up and head over to the next event.
I'm just going to hope the audio comes through there. up the audio.
And cry, 'cause this is your life. This is your life.
Today we're here at Children's National in Washington, D.C. He's representing Louisiana for the Children's Miracle Network. We got up this morning at 5 o'clock to meet the ride here at 6. It's pretty much the same thing we have to do at home 3 days a week, and it just becomes a way of life.
You could change it all. You could change it all. Can't you see? You could be a superstar.
He contracted swine flu on November the 12th of 2009. We were admitted into Children's Hospital of New Orleans. He was 5 when he contracted the illness, about a week before his birthday. He got out of the hospital the first time after 501 days.
No time for standing still. This is your life.
Since the swine flu is what he had, we had multi-organ failure, which led him to, main thing, kidney failure. So we have to take dialysis 3 days a week. He has something in his arm where they took a vein and connected it to an artery. It's called a fistula. And so he goes in and they plug 2 needles into his arm. One will take the blood out, one will put the blood in. They take the blood out, they clean it, remove the fluid, and put it back in. And that's what keeps him alive.
You could change it all. You could change it all. Can't you see? You could be a superstar.
We'll be 3 years doing this on November the 22nd. He is a very loving boy, very smart, courageous. He goes into surgery with a smile. I'm going to say he's probably had 50 to 75 surgical procedures. With Robert on dialysis, you're really limited of where you can go and what you can do. And just everybody that can give dialysis to a child, it's a very complicated balancing act. For us to be able to make this trip to Washington, D.C. and allow him to enjoy the things and see the things that he's seen, and then be able to leave from here and head to Orlando and have the availability of a children's hospital that can coordinate with the hospital that we've been at and exchange records easily and do this for my child. What a privilege to be able to be here, and we can't thank Children's Miracle Network and Children's Hospitals enough, Children's National, for doing what they've done for us. Yesterday he told his mother it was the best day of his life.
Can't you see? You could be a superstar.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for that. It's almost 2 o'clock. Do you want to go ahead and give away those coins, Laz?
Hey, if you think we're close enough, you can go ahead and announce those winners. And of course, when we get the winners, if you just get the mailing addresses to me, or have them contact me with their mailing addresses so we can physically send those out to them. You have your options up on your screen still. There we go. Let's get you back down where you were.
There. That looks a little better.
Put that back up there. Here we go. We'll shuffle everybody around real quick one more time.
That works. All right. I haven't gotten anything new in. I'm going to restart the...
Now we give them last chance for the last minute or two out there.
Yes, if anybody is still watching here, I've got a few viewers on Twitch. So if you're still watching and you want to have a chance to win those coins, right now it looks like the amount to beat is $35.
Absolutely. And the second next one to beat, we got two of them going, right? Is it 35 and 25, is it?
35 and 25 right now, yeah.
Okay, so anybody wants to win themselves one of these fabulous challenge coins over the next minute or so, and the time is running short. Otherwise, the two highest bidders that are still left in here are gonna take home these puppies. And I think that's all.
Yep, I'm not getting anything else, so.
Do one more quick refresh. Let me come over here and just look. You had 452, and is it still there? Oh, and according to me, you've gone up to $502, and you have broken your $500 goal.
Excellent.
According to what I'm seeing on my screen, your personal goal has been beaten, surpassed already during this segment of the show.
All right, well, we have got a
Now,
lot
if
of
you
time
go
to
ahead
go
and just
yet.
verify that on your side for me and tell me if I'm seeing that correctly.
That's exactly what I'm seeing.
All right. So congratulations, Brown Coat Jason out there for meeting and succeeding his goals for this event with how many hours left to go?
Let's see, it's 2 o'clock here now, so we have...
Many hours to go.
18 hours left.
18 more hours. So we're going to try and see what Jack Frost said. He says, we wish you quadruple what your goal was. So that would be, like I said earlier, $2,000. So you're here in the first quarter of the event, met and surpassed that goal. So, folks, if you're listening, you're watching, you're seeing any of these replays out there, pick up your credit cards, get out there to extralife.org, click on the links for Brown Coat Jason, and get some money in there. Support your local hospitals, support the cause, and of course, gives gaming and us gamers a big A+ as well. Lets people know that gamers can do more than just sit around and play video games all day. We can actually do things for the good of the community, and a lot of people don't realize a lot of money gets raised every year through gaming events like this. And without your help, a lot of these families they'd still have that available to them, but not as many families would have access to it. That would be the best way to describe that. The more money they get, the more people they can help out.
Exactly.
And I do believe nobody ever gets turned away through the Children's Miracle Network nor through the Extra Life program. Is that a fair enough statement to say?
Correct. All the hospitals that are part of the Children's Miracle Network do not turn away families that cannot pay. So
Absolutely.
You can still go
Cool.
and get all the treatments you need.
Cool.
I'm going to run a quick random. We got two $25 donations. So I want to see.
So somebody came in with a matching $25 donation.
Right.
Cool.
So we have number 2. So the winners right now are going to be Celine Octura for donating $35 and Jason Jorgensen, who donated $25. So I will get those two addresses and send to Laz so we can get them their challenge coins.
Absolutely. As you get me those addresses, we'll get these mailed out to you good folks, courtesy of the staff and the developers down at Portalarium. These coins are actually given to me by Richard Garriott. He says, here, Laz, take a couple coins, give them away. And then, of course, he went to the guy next to me and says, you're a streamer, aren't you? And he says, no. He says, oh, well. I says, well, I'll take a couple more to give away. So he gave me 2 more to give away. And by the end of the day, I had not the 4 that they gave me, but some other people had donated some coins. I wound up with like 6 or 8. I've already, like I said, I got a whole bunch of them sitting here on my desk. So we're going to give away a bunch of them until I only got like my 1 or 2 left for me, for my personal collection. Everything else is going to be going to the good folks out there, thanks to the good people down at Portalarium. Richard Garriott, Starlong, Chris Spears, Scotty, all those guys, Finn, and all the people who make this game what it is on their side. Okay, Brown Coat Jason, thanks for having us today. We're going to let you move on to your next segment, which is going to be the Welcome Quest. I'm going to take a break here during the Welcome Quest. I'm going to try and be back for the Gus Ball segment. I'm going to get over to Owl's Head. The location for Gus Ball, real quick, has been moved to Owl's Head. Okay. We're going to be an NBNN field behind the studio. Bambino took one look at the studio and said, "Dude, I love it." So we're going to be using that. Of course, later on tonight, I'm going to try and get out with you. I want to make it my duty to get out to you tonight and do Yo Hometown Cribs. So I look forward to seeing you again later on tonight. And hopefully by the time I see you this time, this evening, you'll be over $1,000, hopefully.
I'm hoping we'll shoot that direction.
You've already surpassed the first goal, the personal goal. Can we get a quick status update on the group goal right now? Before we depart on this side.
Currently looks like the group has raised a total of $632.
Okay, so they're 632 out of 1,000, so they are more than halfway to their goal. And of course, again, it's a great event, great charity to give to, folks. The money is going to local hospitals that you pick, and not just going into some administrative slush fund that gets doled out wherever they want to give it out. So check them out. Go out there, support your community, and support the Extra Life for Kids event out there on Twitch. Thanks for watching, everybody. Brown Coat Jason again, thanks for having us during this portion of your show. I wish you the best of luck raising more funds there. And, of course, I'll be joining you later on tonight for Yo Hometown Cribs coming up at 1 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Sounds great.
Thanks
for joining me, Laz.
Oh, not a problem. Not a problem. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Laz with NBNN. You've been watching the special Lunch with Laz and Jack Saturday edition Extra Life for Kids here with Brown Coat Jason. Stay tuned for more news, sports, events, crazy, wild happenings, and, of course, community events like this here, supporting Extra Life here on NBNN. Have a good one, folks. Okay, and I'm clear on my side. Jason, thank you again for having us. And I'll catch up with you later. I'll be chatting with you on the side, just keeping tabs on you on Facebook there. So keep an eye out for some messages, and I'll catch you later.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks again.
See you later. All right, so I have made my way to Jade Valley, and we're going to be starting the Welcome Quest. And Gregor is just turning this over to Cunning Stranger, who's going to be the host in Jade Valley. You can see some of the participants here have already gone through the Welcome Quest and have the blue torches available. It's one of the player-owned prizes. So the Jade Valley and the Jade Dragons are a part of the Phoenix Republic. Port Phoenix is one of the places we'll be visiting later on tonight. And this is the Welcome Quest is a player-created quest that allows us to visit a couple of the player-owned towns and see where different players are collected at. One thing I forgot to do is stop and restart the feed. We're actually getting quite a large file to upload, so I'm going to do that real quick, and then we'll start going on this real quick. So sorry about that.